For the next problem, you have to graph 1/2 of cosine of 2x. What you do, first find the amplitude and the period. Amplitude is 1/2. Period. Follow the formula. 2 pi divided by b. B is 2. Means period is equal to pi. Now, we have to divide the period in 4 equal sections. How? We need to find 5 points. Each point requires an x. We need to find 5 values of x. Then the first value is always 0. And the last value is the same than the period. Now the third is 1/2 of the period. The second is 1/2 of the third. 1/2 of the third value. Multiply. Now use your common sense. What to do? We are counting by fourths. The first value is 0. The second 1/4. The next 2/4. The fourth value is 3/4 of pi. Again, we are counting using fourths. First value 0. The next 1/4 of pi. The next 2/4 of pi. And the next 3/4 of pi. The last is 4/4 of pi equals pi. Now we have to continue. Multiply by 2. And this will give you the typical values of x of the typical cosine function. The typical values start with 0, and you are counting by halves of pi. The first is pi divided by 2. The next is pi. The next is 3/2 of pi. And the last is 2 pi. Now the next is you need the typical values of the cosine function. Again, this value you must have already memorized. Cosine starts with 1. The next value is 0. The next -1. The next 0. And the last is 1 again. But the amplitude set is 1/2. Means what? We have to multiply the whole previous answers times 1/2. Then multiply by 1/2. Then 1/2 of 1 is 1/2. 1/2 of 0 is 0. The next is -1/2. The next is 0. And the last is 1/2. Now we use the top and the bottom values and make points. Now find all the points on the graph. Connect all the points. I hope your graph looks better than mine. Oh, okay. That is the graph of 1/2 of cosine of 2x.